Hello everyone, my name is Molly, and today we are here to discuss Season 6, Episode 11 of Teen Wolf. This is my first episode talk for anything Teen Wolf, and I'm so excited to be doing these episode talks, even though there's only 10 episodes left. Today we're here to discuss the episode that aired last night, which was Episode 11 of Season 6. From last night's episode, I got a very Season 5-ish vibe, and Season 3B. It was like a mix of the two. Season 5, just because you could never trust that anything was real, because Parrish was seeing things and Liam was seeing things, so you could never trust that anything that happened was real. And Season 3B, because we're talking about somebody getting possessed by something, there's something inside, something's been let out because they tried to do something. If you guys didn't watch the episode, I'm going to say goodbye to you now because I don't want to spoil anything. So go watch the episode, then come back and we can talk about it. Bye! Okay. So, Season 6. So we open up the show, and Scott is the assistant coach for Beacon Hills, which, Scott, I love him being the assistant coach. I think it's great because you still get him in Beacon Hills, and you still get his dynamic with the coach, and you still get his dynamic with Liam, and I think he just does really well as the coach. So, I mean, people are upset about it, but I'm happy about it, so whatever. And then we get to see actual Coach, and he's so funny. I love him so much. Orny Adams is so funny. Then we find out that Hayden and Liam broke up. They are done, which is kind of sad because they were cute together, but I hated Hayden on her own, so I'm not too heartbroken about it. But Liam seems to be very heartbroken about it, as we can tell by when Maury was helping him in the locker room, which I really enjoyed that scene. I love Maury, and I loved seeing them help him. It was great. So, we're standing on the lacrosse field, and this creepy wolf with blood dripping out of its mouth walks up. He's just like, hey guys, and then Scott scares him away with his alphaness, and then Scott and Liam follow the wolf, which I don't understand why anybody was like, guys, why are you following the wolf? But whatever. So, they follow the wolf, and he is dead. The wolf is dead. And spiders crawl out of its eyes, and that was really freaky, and I didn't understand that at all, because, what's happening? Can we trust that this is real? Because I don't know if it's real. Maybe this fear monster is conjuring up creepy scenarios to make people scared, which is what I'm thinking, because why is this random wolf on the lacrosse field, and then why is it dead 2 seconds later with spiders crawling out of its eyes? Then we go to Scott and Liam sitting in Scott's room. Scott's packing for college, and his room is all cleared out, and it's so sad because he's leaving. He's all grown up. And then him and Liam are trying to pack the suitcase, and he can't get it closed, and so he pulls out the roll of duct tape, and he's like, we have this. It was Styles' duct tape. Then they start to go over the mantra from Season 4, which I love this mantra. I love this quote. It's what three things cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. And that's Liam's anchor. That's his way of staying calm, which hasn't been working this episode, but we'll get to that. And it's just his way of, coming back to himself, and I love that quote. Honestly, it helps me when I'm freaking out. If I say that quote, it just, kind of centers me, and so I love hearing that quote. Then we go to Eichen House. Nothing good ever happens in Eichen House besides Stydia. So we go to Eichen House, and these people are like, okay, so something weird is going on with this thing, so let's go in its thing and let him loose, because that's a good idea. I don't know if they were trying to let him loose, or if that was just what happened. I'm not really sure. Either way, it was really stupid of them, because, why would you go in, and then why would you mess with the thermostat, and then why would you poke it? There's no logical explanation. Then we start seeing this creepy new guidance counselor that we have, who's definitely the hunter from the trailers. She's freaky. I didn't trust her from the second she showed up. I was like, no. Mason knew. He knew. He was like, no, that's okay. We don't have to talk about anything. You can just give me my schedule and I'll be on my way. She's talking to Corey and she's like, do you ever feel invisible? Do you ever wish you were invisible? And he's like, not really. I mean, I know how it feels, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I just know. It was really funny. And then the rats attack the classroom, and one of the girls is standing on the desk, and she goes, why does this keep happening to our school? And it's just oh girl, you have no idea. Then we have Lydia, who's like, we can't leave, we're not going anywhere, something bad is happening, because she had that weird spiderweb dream, and She's like, yeah, no, we're not leaving. No. And she's trying to give her mom the list of supernatural creatures to try and, like, help take care of Beacon Hills. And her mom's like, no, I don't want it, I don't care. I'm like, dude, you live in this town. And then she's like, it's not our problem anymore. Honey, one, you're the principal of the school. Two, you still live in this town last time I checked. So, like, don't you want to protect us somehow? Just a little bit. But of course, Lydia, being our only smart one and the only one that ever does anything about our problems, she's the one who's like, nope, we're not leaving, we're gonna figure this out. Then we have a really cute moment with Scott and Melissa, and Scott's trying to teach Melissa how to defend herself, and she's like, honey, I don't need you, like, just go to college, I'll be fine. And then she pulls out the, like, stash of stuff that she has, and, Melissa, I love her. She's so badass, and she gets hurt this season, and I'm not okay. She has to pull through. She's gonna be fine. Then we have this scene where Parrish meets the Hellhound for the first time. Parrish looked really good this episode, by the way. Parrish sees the Hellhound, and while he's in the hospital, he has this vision of the Hellhound burning everything, and all the people are gone, and then 2 seconds later, everything's fine. So this is what led me to thinking, okay, so maybe none of this is real. Maybe this is season 5 again, and nothing is real, we're just seeing things, and in the end, nothing will make sense again. These flickers of images, it happened more than once this episode, and I think something's up, and I think this fear monster is conjuring what people fear the most and putting it into this physical form so it can feed off of their fear. That is my theory for this season, so I don't know what we're going to be able to trust, so I will be very careful of everything I see from this point on. This whole episode, we have the arc of Liam having these control issues. He keeps losing control, and I can't figure out if it has something to do with Liam himself, because he's always had control, and now he doesn't. So maybe he's just so stressed with Scott leaving and with Hayden breaking up with him and, like, all this stuff, like, maybe that's just getting to him, or maybe there's something bigger going on. This fear monster's conjuring up something that's going on with him, or maybe it's something totally different. You never know with Teen Wolf. There's like a million things going on, so you never know if it's actually him, if it's something else. I don't know. But I hope Liam gets it under control soon, because he's like gonna be Beacon Hill's first line of defense now that Scott and the OG gang are gone. So, like, he has to get his shit together. So I mentioned this before, but Lydia goes to Scott's house, and she ends up in this weird, like, webby area, which I call the Upside Down from Stranger Things, because that's exactly what it looks like to me. But anyway, so she's in the Upside Down. There's webs all over the place, and every time she touches a web, there's this weird sound. And the scene just made no sense to me. Like, I didn't get anything out of the scene. I didn't hear anything. There was just weird sounds whenever she touched the web, and then she got scared, and then she got wrapped up in the web. So I don't really know what happened there. Then we're in the high school, and this Hellhound starts fighting with Parrish, and Parrish gets defeated. And then he fights with Liam, and he goes up to Liam, and he's like, wait a second. You're not who I'm looking for. This thing is not inside you anymore. And throughout the entire episode, every time the Hellhound was around, we would hear Liam's heartbeat. And his heartbeat was different the last time that the Hellhound talked to him. So, that leads me to believe that we have a thing, a monster, whatever, that can go from place to place and from person to person. Like, it's like the Nogitsune, but it doesn't have a physical form. It needs to take over somebody, and it needs to get into somebody, and so maybe now it's in that creepy hunter lady, because at the end of the episode she got really scared that she killed somebody, and then she was like really happy about it. So maybe it's in the hunter lady now, or it was in Liam before, and that's why he was having the control issues. Like, I don't know, but something is moving from person to person, screwing up things in Beacon Hills. And then we get a thing, and the Hellhound is like, you were supposed to ride with the hunt forever. Does this mean Stiles? Was Stiles supposed to be with the hunt, and now that he's not with the hunt, nature is screwed up and things are going wrong? And does this mean Stiles is something supernatural? Because if he was just a human that was supposed to ride with the hunt forever, I don't think he would change much up. But if he has something inside of him, he doesn't have to be a werewolf, but just some little spark of something inside of him, and he got out, so he messed up the balance of everything. would that be different? Is something different with Stiles? Or maybe it's not even Stiles. Maybe it's someone else that we didn't get to meet or we didn't get to see, or maybe it's Peter. Like, we don't know who it is, but a lot of people are saying it's Stiles. And if it is Stiles, that leads me to believe there's a bigger story going on with him and that there's more to who he is and what he is. Scott gets in the Jeep and he's driving and this note comes out and it says, "Be gentle," and I was like, my heart, I can't. So sad, so emotional. I'm so emotional inside, I'm fine. Every time I saw the Jeep drive by, I was like, Stiles! And then I was like, wait a second, Scott has the Jeep now. Also, in the promos that we've seen, Stiles pulls up in his Jeep when he's like, "You didn't think you were doing this without me, did you?" So how did he get the Jeep from Scott? Because Scott has the Jeep. Then we get to see Stiles in the FBI. He's so cute, he fixes a little tie. So cute. He's so funny in the classes. He's always raising his hand. He's always talking. And the guy tries to say his name. He's like, "Young man." Side note, I always thought the name was Mika Shlav, but it's Michislav, which I didn't know. I thought it was Mika Shlav. So I've been saying it wrong for the past season, but whatever. So Stiles is being cute in the FBI. He leaves Scott that message where he's like, "I'm here and I'm excited and I told Lydia I want to come home and I miss her, but like I actually really do love it here and I'm excited," and it was just like my heart. Stiles said that him and Lydia were going to drive to college together. Lydia was going to drop him off on her way to MIT. Stiles is at college. Lydia is not. How did that work? How did he get to college without a car and without Lydia? Like, what? How did that occur? And why didn't Studio take a road trip together? So we're sitting in class, right? And there's a screen, and we're watching the screen, and we see, hey, look, it's Derek running on the screen, you know, season 1 footage, whatever. And Stiles spits out his water and is like, "Wait a second, who is this person? What is he wanted for? Why are we hunting him?" And it turns out Derek is wanted by the FBI for mass murder. What? Have we been tracking him since season 1? What has he done? Where is he now? Like, it's just craziness. I know a lot of fans were like, what if Stiles is in the FBI and he has to go save Derek or defeat Derek or something, and he ends up saving him? Now that has come true, so we know Stiles is gonna go on a mission to get Derek, and instead of bringing him in for the FBI, he's gonna save Derek and bring him to Beacon Hills, and it's just so exciting. I'm so ready. We didn't get a promo for next week. We get this season on Teen Wolf, which we've already seen. They've released at Comic-Con. So, like, what's going on here? Why is there no trailer for next week? I need to know what's gonna happen next week. So those were my thoughts on the episode of Teen Wolf. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode down below, what you think this season's gonna be about, if you agree with any of my crazy theories. I'm sorry this was all over the place and I was talking really fast, but like, I'm excited and I just wanted to share those thoughts with you guys. I don't know if any of you watched the countdown, the top 10 Teen Wolf moments countdown before they aired the episode, but like, I was sobbing that entire countdown because it was like all my favorite moments and I was just crying all the time because they're so young and it's gonna be over and it's just, I can't handle it. Anyway, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week with my next Teen Wolf talk. If you like Teen Wolf, make sure to subscribe, and I will definitely be making some more Teen Wolf content for you guys. I also do episode talks for Shadowhunters, and I will be doing them for Riverdale and Supernatural. So if you're interested in any of those, playlists will be linked down below, and make sure to subscribe so you can see my new content. I try to upload a video every week. If you like my videos, then subscribe, and I'll see you next time.